Barack Obama and the rest of these so-called celebrities, millionaires, are some of the most despicable human beings walking the face of this earth. I'm going to start with Obama. The racist tweet he put out yesterday was one of the lowest things this man has ever done in his career. And the tweet states, "As we grieve the children of Uvalde today, we should take time to recognize that 2 years have passed since the murder of George Floyd under the knee of a police officer. His killing stays with us all to this day, especially those who loved him." This is a tweet from a former president, an 8-year president, after the mass murder of children in Texas. We should all remember George Floyd. That's what kind of piece of shit Barack Obama is. Could care less about the families in Uvalde, could care less about the innocent lives lost. All he cares about is his race-baiting bullshit. No one gives two fucks that George Floyd was murdered. Yeah, he was murdered in a way that should not have happened. But like I said, he would have died from a fentanyl overdose anyways because he was a drug addict and a career criminal. But Barack Hussein Obama had to throw in George Floyd with the mass murder of children and their teachers by a psychopath 18-year-old with firearms. And no, it wasn't the firearms, Barack. You can keep trying to push all your bullshit gun laws because we all know you're protected by armed security for the rest of your life. How about you tell them to put their weapons down and protect you? What are you going to say then? You're going to say, oh, fuck no. They're going to have their ARs and their handguns and whatever else they have to protect your sorry ass. And then there's the celebrities. Ellen DeGeneres, Jamie Foxx, Jason Bateman, Julia Louis-Dreyfus, Reese Witherspoon, John Legend, just to name a few. They made a video I'm going to show you right now, and I'll be right back.
Columbine,
Virginia Tech,
Tucson,
Aurora,
Fort Hood, Oak Creek,
Newtown.
Newtown,
Newtown.
Newtown.
How many more?
How many more? How many more colleges? How many more classrooms?
How many more movie theaters?
How many more houses of faith?
How many more shopping malls?
How many more street corners?
How many more?
How many more?
Enough.
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 They name some schools and then they start their liberal bullshit. Enough. When is enough? How many more? When's it gonna stop? Where have all these people been since Joe Biden allegedly became president, other than supporting his sorry ass? These people are millionaires. They could spend their money in such a way that would probably do good for this country, but you never see them. You never hear from them until there's a tragedy. So they all gotta come out, especially Ellen. Ellen is one of the most racist human beings walking this planet. Who the fuck are you kidding? All of these people, in my opinion, have armed security, if not in their homes, every time they leave their house. They're all for guns if it's to protect them and their families. But the average American, they don't want to have a gun. Oh no, fuck everybody else. We're the big shots. We're the millionaires. We don't care what happens to you. We care what happens to us and our family. So we're going to be surrounded by goons with firearms. Why is that okay? Why isn't anybody with a half a brain in Congress doing something about this? Why are people listening to these fucking celebrities? People glorify celebrities. And what are they doing for them? Absolutely nothing. Again, the only time you hear from them is if they're trying to promote one of their new films or something bad happens. Then they all come out as the justice warriors. We need change. Enough is enough. When's it gonna stop? How about shutting the fuck up and do something good for once? Because every one of these people I mentioned, I'm pretty certain have donated plenty of money to the Democratic National Convention and the Democratic Party to put these liberal bleeding hearts in office so the millionaires can continue to do what they want. Not one of them has the balls to stand up and say, Joe Biden is destroying the United States of America. Inflation is at an all-time high. The average person is hurting. And they won't say that because nothing that Biden is doing is affecting them. Because they got plenty of money. They have nothing to worry about. They have drivers, they have servants, they have cooks, landscapers, you name it, they have it. And armed security, I'm pretty sure. So this is the only time that we hear from them. And why are people so thrilled about celebrities? I don't understand. Meghan Markle is another one. She actually went to Texas and laid some flowers at a memorial for these children. What the hell is she trying to prove? She's a C-list actress at best who hooked up with a prince, and all of a sudden she thinks she's important too. No one gives a fuck about Meghan Markle, or Prince Harry for that matter. They're more liberal people, although they're British, but they're liberals. They're against everything. They're against guns. They're against climate bullshit. They're all a bunch of asshats, a bunch of wind-blowing asshats. Why must we see this bullshit every time there's a tragedy? Why can't these liberals just understand that it's not the guns that are doing the killing? It's deranged individuals who have access to firearms. And nobody's telling me that Kid Ramos in Texas went into that gun store and purchased 2 assault rifles for the amount of money they cost. This kid never left the house. His grandmother said it. His stepfather said it. His mother said it. Where the fuck did he get a few $1,000s to go buy firearms? I don't know if he bought them himself or did somebody buy them for him, but the bottom line is he had access to them, and I'm pretty sure his family knew it, and the mother says, he's not a monster. She knew he had mental health issues. She did nothing. The grandparents knew he had mental health issues. They did nothing. Now the grandmother's in critical condition because he tried to kill her before he went to the school. Now he's dead now, smoked by a police officer, again, which is fantastic. So we don't know the reason why, other than he was a psycho. Oh yeah, and he was a transgender woman. He liked to dress like a girl and he was bullied. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not going to get into that again. My point here today is every time there's something bad happens, these fucking celebrities got to come out preaching. I, for one, could give 2 shits what Legend, Witherspoon, Dreyfus, Bateman, Fox, DeGeneres, I could give a fuck what they have to say. They don't do nothing for me. I have to go to work every day to survive. They get waited on hand and foot. They get whatever they want because they're all millionaires. And I'm not bitter because they're millionaires. They can do whatever they want. But shut the hell up when it comes time for something good to happen and then you disappear. You do absolutely zero for communities. Oh, Ellen gives people gifts and because that's her show. That's what she does. We all know Ellen is racist. Ellen is a lunatic. Half of her staff will tell you that, but they swept that under the rug too because, oh, the Queen is retiring. Her show is over. She's a phony like the rest of these celebrities, and it's a disgrace that they have the balls to go on and make commercials about tragedies when they continue to do nothing about it. America needs to wake the hell up and stop with this. I can't even think of a word. I'm so wound up with this trash. People think the celebrities rule the world, that they do so much. They do absolutely nothing. And for a former president of 8 years to put out a tweet like that, well, it's understandable why he did, because he's black. Floyd was black. Power to the brothers. You know how they are. It's all about race. I don't give a fuck about George Floyd. I don't give a fuck what color he was. He was a criminal. He got killed. Oh, well. Sorry. You shouldn't have been a criminal. Cops doing time for it. End of story. Family made millions. End of story. Sleepy Joe had them at the White House. End of story. It's all a display. It's all propaganda. They want the rest of the bleeding hearts in this country to say, oh, look how sad all the Democrats are. We need to vote for them. We need to keep them in office. Go ahead. Keep voting for them and keep putting them back in office and see where it gets us. Because where we are right now, it's going to take a hell of a long time to dig out of the mess that Joe Biden is making. Every step of the way, it's spend for other countries. Don't spend any money on the United States, but make the American people pay more and make less. That's what that piece of shit's all about. Again, he was a fraud his entire career. If you look back at some old footage of Biden in the Senate, he was nothing but a racist. He used the N-word in so many speeches. I won't even look for the videos and play them because they're so disgusting. The N-word was one of Joe Biden's favorite words. Now he's loving George Floyd. That's what kind of trash this is. But everybody's okay with it. They continue to support this bullshit. Or do they? Because where are the 80 million or some odd people that voted for this clown? They're nowhere because he didn't get that many votes. We all know that. But it is what it is. The celebrities only come out when there's a tragedy. They want to make their voices heard because all the celebrity lovers are going to say, oh, look at Ellen and look at Jamie Foxx. Oh, they're such wonderful people. They're not wonderful people. They're wonderful to who they want to be wonderful to. They're not helping the people in Texas. They're not helping anybody else but their own. And they're all full of shit. So keep on believing them. Believe scumbags like Barack Obama. Believe scumbags like Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and the A-list celebrities. Keep believing them. See where it gets you. Because they're not writing me any fucking checks, and I'm pretty sure they're not writing you any checks either. So stop with the celebrity loving, and the athlete loving, like the illiterate LeBron James. Stop with that shit. These people don't care about the average American. They could care less. They care about raising funds for foreign countries. We gotta save Ukraine. All the celebrities are raising money and donating millions. How about donating millions to your own country to try to make change? Try to help people. Try to help people with mental health issues. But no, they gotta send money to Ukraine for the safety and security of those people while thousands of illegal immigrants are running over the border every single day under Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's watch. That's what the celebrities are all about. They want it. Keep bringing them because all these illegals are going to get to vote. And then they can vote for all the scumbag criminal Democrats. Put them back in office and keep destroying the United States. Keep watching. It's only going to get worse from here. And more of the mouths of Hollywood are going to come out and speak. And everybody's supposed to feel bad. Well, fuck them because they're not doing nothing for me and they're not doing nothing for you. And that's it. I'm tired of it and it's only just begun. They're going to use this until the midterm elections. They're going to use this as a ploy. Look what we're doing. We care so much. When we all know they don't care at all. And that's my rant. Thanks for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this show. If you haven't liked this video already, please consider hitting the like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe if you will. And if you do, hit that notification bell. And I hope everybody's healthy and safe. And like I've been saying for the last 3 episodes, keep your head on a swivel. Because these lunatics are everywhere. And the bleeding hearts in Washington and around the rest of the country aren't coming to save you. And God forbid something happens to you. They're not going to care. They're not going to care. Because no one cares. They care about themselves. They're race baiting athletes, actors, actresses, and politicians. They want to keep this country divided. They don't want to bring it together. They're not using their money for good. They're using it for nothing other than themselves. Have a great night.